everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. How's it going? This is GVS, where I cover all things sports. Let me get this thing rolling here. Hold on. So down here a little bit so we're not drowned out by the music. Okay, let's get things rolling. Don't you just like that intro? That's a fun intro. Okay, let's move some things over here. Let's get this over here. So, the NFL nominees for the honors, the NFL 2025 honors, that nomination list was actually released today. I lost track of time. I didn't think it'd be... I guess I don't know when they would have released it. Because obviously it's going to be the Thursday before the Super Bowl. And it's like, well, AFC, NFC championships this Sunday. So it's like, okay, yeah, it makes sense to get those nominations out. So that's coming up. So that's the first thing. We're going to cover that. I would like to just real quickly go through all of the sports that's going on today, from the NBA to the NHL and everything in between. We'll go over that. And then after, like how it says in the agenda, we'll cover that. Then we'll look at the nominees. I may rant a little where it's like, okay, this is bullshit. I don't, blah, blah, this and that. And then I'll look at your guys' chat. So if you have a sports take, let me know in the chat and we'll talk about it once we get things wrapped up a little bit here. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Here, let me get ESPN pulled up here. I had everything ready except ESPN pulled up. It's something different at every stream. Whether it's okay, I know the Australian Open's going on right now. We're already in the first set for the men's semifinal. Novak Djokovic and Zverev. I don't know how to say that dude's name. I'm probably going to freaking butcher it. And then Sinner and then Shelton. Novak Djokovic's winning this thing. Like, he is the best tennis player right now. So that would be my pick on this. I'm not like much of a tennis watcher. I did watch Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic play in the Summer Olympics. But yeah. Okay, let's look. Anything else? Any other big news? LeBron is the top vote getter. Shocking. Next to Giannis. No. LeBron and Giannis Antetokounmpo, they lead the All-Star Game starters in votes. Sources. Cohen, Jags continue to talk on coach. Oh, Cohen's the... Yes, okay, because I looked at that word and I was like, is this a verb? Is this an adjective? It's a person. Okay. Braves sign outfielder Profar to a 3-year, $42 million deal. And then Ichiro wants to have drink with lone Hall of Famer holdout. Ooh, a little shout out. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So then the National Women's Soccer League, they're not done expanding. Okay. They have an announcement set for next week. Okay, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Commanders on Barkley. Just try to contain him. Good luck, brother. All I can do is give you the, one-hand salute there where it's like, hey, good luck, man. Everybody's been trying to stop Barkley, but look at what happens. Broke 2 off against the Rams. Who else did they beat up on in the... Who the hell did the Eagles play in the wild card? No. Come on. Come on. Why is it not... Oh, the Packers. Shit, sorry, the Packers. I was like, why the hell can it not come to me? It's Packers. Okay, sources. Cornerback Diggs has surgery. Faces long rehab. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so those are some big news around the league. Next to, Jimmy Butler and what's going on over there. Bubble watch for teams because we're getting around the All-Star weekend for hockey. Wemby did something pretty cool the other day. He gave back to his community, his hometown, got them some basketball courts. So that's great humanitarian work right there. Okay, let's start with the MLB. Let's see if any big news going on. Are the Dodgers ruining baseball inside the Rocky Sasaki signing? Yeah, well, kinda. Here's the thing, though. We're expecting Dodgers have an all-around good roster, which is why they won the World Series last year. A lot of people are thinking, oh, just with having Roki and Shohei, they're going to win it all. You're also forgetting about Mookie Betts. You're also forgetting about Max Muncy, Kershaw, Freddie Freeman. Like, one guy doesn't make a whole baseball team. You know what I mean? Plus, I mean, knock on wood. Pending. What if Shohei's not ready to go and he doesn't pitch this year? You see what I mean? So, a lot of people are leaning. Are Dodgers breaking baseball? Yes, they're pulling like a 2017 Warriors where, hey, let's bring in all these all-stars. Our pockets don't have any bottom, but when the Dodgers have a meltdown, it'll be glorious, and we'll all have fun making fun of them. Because, I mean, we were making fun of Ohio State after they lost to Michigan because they had the highest paid NIL roster. So it's like, yeah, you should be winning every damn game. So, all right, let's move to the NBA. Some big news around the horn. Come on now. Work with me. There it is. Adam Silver. Dude, I was literally talking about this a couple days ago. The NBA is still exploring separate Euro League. Yes, there would be like a European League. And, yeah, they were talking because one of the ambassadors that they wanted on it was going to be LeBron. But, again, this would have been like a billions. It would have been in the billions type thing. I'd be okay for it. I mean, if it's best on best, then let's go for it. I think the NBA there'd be probably a conflict of interest where it's like, hey, we don't want our guy flying out there to the Euros because, like, again, you go for a layup wrong, you tweak your, like, look at what happened in the Olympics with Paul George. Broke his leg. So, I mean, that is like worst case scenario where you go try to play for your home country and you get injured. That's why I think there'd be a little bit of league parameters where, I mean, if you want to play pickup or something, because we know there's pickup summer leagues here and there and stuff. Guys get together and play basketball. They're probably going to try to structure the EuroLeague around the NBA season. Maybe where if guys do want to play year-round ball, they do. Because, I mean, they're professionals. I would think they are hooping year-round. But again, maybe I'm wrong. Spoelstra to heat on Butler's ban. Get over it. Coach Spo is speaking out saying get over it. Well, yeah. Okay, Hornets Miller has season-ending wrist surgery. Wagner placed on Paces Magic with 20 points in losing return. Zion Ingram to remain out for Pelicans Grizzlies. Ooh, so that's not good. Grades for the biggest trades. Yeah, we'll look at that one later. Because, again, trade deadline, if I'm not mistaken, let's look at the NBA trade deadline. We don't need to start to get serious about NBA trade deadline. Thursday, February 6th. So we don't need to get real serious on NBA trade deadline till February 6th. Because other than that, like, what we know Butler's going to go. It's like we can only speculate, oh, he's going to Timberwolves, oh, he's going to the Suns, oh, he's going, so there's no point in worrying about that. Okay, let's look at some of the scorers around the league. Let's see who's done here. Okay, so the Mavericks beat the Thunder. Hello. On the road, too. Look at that, 121-115. Giving the Thunder their 8th loss. The Raptors beat the Hawks. Trailblazers beat the Magic. Spurs beat the Pacers. Wizards and Clippers. So it's 9 o'clock. All right, my time. And Wizards and Clippers are in the first quarter. Oh, man, these West Coast teams. Again, they have to start whenever. They have to start like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock local time. Because it's not 9 o'clock there, it's 8 o'clock. So their tip-off was probably at 7:30. I don't know, but in the Celtics-Lakers game, there's 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Nuggets versus Kings, there's 7 minutes, 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They're leading by 11 points over the Kings. Lakers are up 50-36 against the defending champs. What else do we got here? Ooh, Heat versus Bucks. Bucks came into... No, that was in Milwaukee. Never mind. They didn't come to town. No, they were in town. Home court, 125-96 for the Heat. And then, looks like the Burrs and the Warriors, they're deadlocked at 64-63. They got a tight game going over there. and it is halftime. It is halftime for there. Like, it just showed the play clock where it's like, oh, rebound, shot, miss, rebound, halftime. Like, plays being updated on the fly there, which is pretty impressive. Okay, all right, what else do we got going on here? So that is the NBA. Let's move now to the NHL. We'll look at NHL, and then we'll look at college men's basketball, and then we'll go to the NFL. The other thing that I wanted to address is I have no clue who the nominees are for Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year. Like, I would suppose, yeah, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, you know. But, like, all the ins and outs for, like, Comeback Player, Coach of the Year, have no clue. So I would like to go over them together as we look. All right, some of the big headlines coming out of the NHL. Sources: Devils goalie Markstrom out for a couple weeks. Sharks to fully return after 3-game absence. Trademark office rejects Utah Yetis team name. Son of a bitch. It's because of the Yetis. It's because of the Stanley Cup. Those Stanley Hydro Flask. Glaciers. Utah Glaciers. You put... When the Utah Jazz came over from St. Louis or wherever the hell, New Orleans, wherever we got the team, those Glacier Blue and Purple Mountain logos on the Utah Jazz logos. Throw the Purple Mountains up for Purple Mountain's majesty. Throw those Purple Mountains up, put it on a sweater. That is what, like, Utah's colors should be what the Jazz colors are. It fits. You know what I mean? That's just me. And I've been calling for that forever. And I know I'm not the only one who's probably said that. I haven't personally seen anybody, like, make an edit where it's like, holy shit, here's a Utah Jazz jersey as a sweater. But what's wrong with calling them the Glaciers? Not abominals. That's a weird word. Abominable snowman. What's... Like, I don't know. Like, they'll find a better name, but, like, leave it up to Utah, man. First it was Washington, and then Cleveland, and now Utah, where it's like, oh, shit, we're a $1 billion franchise. We can't come up with a name. You know what you should do? Let's read this trademark office thing. You know, they should tell the trademark office, hey, up yours. We're going to do what we want because we're an NHL team. As first responded by Ryan Miller of KSL.com. In Utah, the USPTO rejected a trademark application from the team for Utah Yetis because of the likelihood of confusion for consumers to other companies and brands of... Give me a freaking break. Give me a freaking... So, Lord Stanley's Cup can be called the Stanley Cup. And then there's hydro flasks called Stanleys and Stanley Cups. Get the fuck out of here. Previously on Stupid Shit I Read Today. Stupid. That is some stupid shit right there. Just call them the Utah Yetis. There's no confusion. Alright. What would be confusion, where confusion would be is, okay, we're trying to do mountain, snow-based themes. If you call them the Avalanche, because there's already the Colorado Avalanche, so there's a little bit of that confusion. Glaciers, Eskimos, which Eskimos is such a dumb... Like, I feel like a beer league could come up with a better team name, mascot, logo. Like, come on, let's... this is so stupid. This is taking too long. This is taking way too damn long. Because we're in January. We're in January of 25. The NHL gave the Coyotes a deadline or something in the middle of April, May-ish. And it's almost damn near been a year. Still don't have a team name. Again, there's probably a lot of legislation, politics behind why, oh, we can't just come out ourselves and call ourselves Utah's best. You know what I mean? Because just objectively or some stupid shit like that. Honeybees? The Utah Honeybees? We are the Beehive State. Now, we would have to go with, like, yellow because bees aren't purple or blue. So that'd be dumb, and that would ruin the branding of we want that glacier blue look and black. Battalion. I mean, there's a little bit of church history with the name Battalion behind it, but I'd put that for an NFL team, call them the Battalion, and kind of have Columbus Blue Jackets secondary retro logo with the cannon. I mean, because there's just a little bit of history behind that Utah culture history and stuff behind the name, because it's not like they're going to call themselves the Utah Mormons. I mean, come on now. Like, no. It's so weird. Like, because they got to find a team name for a potential NFL team, which I don't, not a snowball's chance in hell. I don't think they're ever going to get an NFL team. Baseball, yeah, they'll get a baseball team. But, like, with how numerically the NFL is just perfect, where they got 4 teams, each division, 16 one side, 16 the other. To just throw another team in there, like, what the hell? No, there's no way. They'd have to just numerically make sense again. But don't worry, Roger Goodell, he's got it. Give me a break. All right, let's go back to it. Let's get out of there. Okay. Okay. Speaking of the Utah Coyotes, so they beat the Wild. Damn. See, this is where I kind of feel like the Minnesota Wild are kind of fraudulent. Utah comes on the road and beats them, giving the Wild their 16th loss of the season, 4-0. Golden Knights take care of business against the Blues, 4-2. Columbus Blue Jackets, their winning streak comes to an end at the hands of the Hurricanes, 7-4. Rangers get back on track, beating the Flyers 6-1. Bruins post a shutout against the Senators 2-0. Hey, look who's live right now. We got four. Penguins are live. Hold on. Let me double check. I don't believe you. This game's going to be blacked out to hell. And the reason why there's going to be a blackout is because it's in Anaheim. They're playing the Ducks. It's 2-0. Do I really want to turn this on? We're already losing to the Ducks of all teams. Hey, wait, hold on. We can watch it. All right, Nedeljkovic is on net. All right. I'm not going to lie. I do like Anaheim's orange jerseys. They might be an eyesore maybe to like some like die-hard hockey fans, and maybe they like the Mighty Ducks colors more, like with the teal and turquoise, greenish, bluish. But I think the orange isn't a bad look. Now, if the Flyers turned around and tried to do this shit, I'd be like, no, because I'm so used to what the Flyers already have. Okay, boys, good puck movement. Oh, simple shot. There we go. Goal. That's bunting. All right, so this thing's 2-1. All right. But so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 games that are live right now. So the Penguins and Ducks, they're 2-1. There's 15 minutes left roughly in the second quarter. Sabres and Flames, they're tied at 2 apiece with 17:30 to go in the third period. Canucks and the Oilers look like they have this thing wrapped up if they, hold on, play good defense. They're winning 5-2 so far right now. There's also 17:50 to go in the third period. The Capitals are in Seattle right now. It is 0-0 with 17 minutes left in the second. And then the Sharks versus Predators started probably about 20-25 minutes ago, because there's 5:47 to go in that one, and it is 3-1. Predators trying to get back into the mix of things. I think personally, if they play good hockey, Predators can probably make a wild card spot, but like to have a deep playoff run, I don't know. They haven't been playing good hockey. They could probably, let me look at the standings here. I could see them being a team that, who's my wild card? Hold on, wild card. Mm-hmm. They could replace probably Calgary, and then I think Minnesota could drop out too. So, yeah, Dallas could be the 2. Avalanche would capture the 3 in the Central, and then they could sneak up to a wild card 1 or wild card 2, just depending. But like Vancouver's probably going to make the Stanley Cup playoffs, and then I mean they'd have to just get ahead. Anaheim and Seattle and Utah. I don't know. We'll see, dude. It's January. We don't need to worry. Okay, let's see if I have some NFL. We'll skip college basketball. It's okay. There's nothing. Eagles defensive coordinator Vic Fangio created a force that has Philly on the cusp of a Super Bowl. Let's see any big. Alabama rises and Tennessee falls in the AP polls for college basketball. I'll just read the top 25 and then we'll get into the thing, all conferences. No, where's rankings? Here we go. All right, so the number 1 team in the land is Auburn. So we're just going to go 1 to 25. We're just going to read it out. So Auburn, Duke, Iowa State, Alabama, Florida, Tennessee, Houston, Michigan State, Kentucky, Marquette, Purdue, Kansas, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Oregon, Ole Miss, Illinois, Wisconsin, UConn. Oh man, UConn dropped 5 spots. Damn. St. John's, Michigan, Missouri, West Virginia, Memphis, and Louisville. Memphis lost a couple days ago, so that's why they're dropping too. Auburn is a clear-cut number 1. Makes sense. They only have 1 loss in the season, and I believe their loss was to Duke. Yeah, and it was in Cameron Indoor. So, and that was a 6-point loss, 84-78. I don't know the context to how they lost. All I know is that they just lost by 6. So, okay, all right. Let's go to the NFL and let's look at some of the nominees for the NFL mock draft. Now let's go to Googly. NFL Honors 2025. Okay, here we go. Where is my... Here we go. Here we go. Let's get the display capture up. Watch this. You guys want to see some magic? Look at this. We'll grab this and then go... Ooh, ah, shit. Wait. Yeah. There you go. I'll grab this and go... Whoop. No. Offensive Player of the Year. We'll just grab that. I'll go right here. Put this up in the corner. Because nobody puts baby in a corner. And then we'll go right here. We'll grab me. Let's shrink me down a little bit. And then where's my display capture? Right here. We're going to go right here. Same things apply. Here we go. We'll shrink this down a little bit. Shrink this down a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to go up here. You know, let's clutch it up a little bit. Let's section at a time, at least so they can know, so it looks just a little bit better. All right, like I said earlier in the stream, at the top of the stream, what we wanted to cover was the MVP candidates and also the 2025 honors nominees, because I totally forgot that. Yeah, it's that time where we got to talk about that. So let's get into it. I personally, I have my speculations on who's where and who's what, but I don't actually know who the nominees are. So let's get into it. Here we go. So for our AP Most Valuable Player, no shocker here, Josh Allen, then Saquon Barkley, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, and Lamar Jackson. I like these candidates. I like these candidates a lot. Look at this. Back-to-back years, Saquon Barkley's in talks for the MVP. Him and McCaffrey were at it last year. And Lamar Jackson was also up there. Or I don't think Joe Burrow was a MVP candidate last year. But okay, let's start with Josh Allen and why I think Josh Allen should win the MVP. I think Josh Allen should win the MVP because he beat Lamar in the divisional round head to head. He has some big crucial wins. Beat the Lions, beat the Chiefs, so that's two of the number one seeds in both the AFC and NFC respectively. He beat the 49ers on Sunday Night Football. He's like statistically for like those 4 weeks, he was the best. He led touchdowns and rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Hell of a game against the Rams. What other big games did they have throughout the season? Did I say he beat Mahomes already? So there's that. What else? I know a lot of people pooed on the Jets this year, which is fine, but he beat Aaron Rodgers twice. He beat Tua twice. Won the division. So when it comes down to it where, okay, we have a potential matchup between our two MVP candidates with the Ravens and Bills, who's able to get it done, and then also how they dismantled the Broncos too. So right now the Bills are playing the best football, so that's why I think he should win it. Saquon Barkley, why do I think he should win it? Simply due to the definition of most valuable player. You take Saquon Barkley off the Eagles, they're not as far as they are. Plain and simple. Next, no. Let me elaborate more. And the reason why I want to elaborate this is because it's kind of like the Christian McCaffrey argument last season, where I said, if you take Christian McCaffrey off the 49ers, are they as good as they are this year and go to the Super Bowl? Probably not. We'll see. Well, you did take Christian McCaffrey off the team this year because injuries, like he wasn't cut or anything, but look how much time he missed. Look how many games they lost. Like it speaks volumes. I have a feeling we're going back to the day and age of the late 90s, early 2000s where a running back is the staple of an offense. Granted, you need your quarterback who can throw it across the yard, make play calling decisions, dual threat, because the true pocket presence where you're slow as a snail, those guys aren't, no. Those are all gone. Like QBs. I thought someone was messing with my door. QBs who move like Manning and Brady in the pocket, gone. Even guys like Aaron, I think, are going to be out of the league soon. Because, Aaron's not a dual threat quarterback. Hell, even Jared Goff's a little bit more dual threat-y. Joe Burrow, a little more dual threat-y. So, you take Saquon Barkley off the Eagles. I don't think they're as good this season. Damn sure not making the NFC Championship without him, because he's why they beat the Rams. Just look at the stats. And I'm super happy for Barkley. I'm super happy that he left poverty franchise of the Giants and he's finally flourishing. So there's that. All right, Joe Burrow. Ooh, Joe Burrow. Okay, during the Week 18 matchup with the Steelers, back when the Bengals beat the Stinkers and had that shot to, hey, we can probably get the 7th seed. Which, how crazy is this shit going to be where if the Bills get it done, as we all gather around and kind of do a little bit of a scuffle, still 2-1. Still 2-1 for the Penguins game. But how fun is it going to be where, so let's say the Bills do win the Super Bowl this year. To live in that NFL, I know that's a trademark name, but like bizarro fantasy land of, if the Broncos didn't beat the Chiefs and like it was the Bengals who ended up being the 7th seed and they beat them, like we'll never know what happens, you know what I mean? Because I feel like the Bills' kryptonite is the Bengals. Like, yes, you can say the Chiefs because their record in the playoffs against the Chiefs, but it's like I call them the kryptonite too because, look at the 2023 divisional round home field advantage for Buffalo and they just choked it away. Like, it's happened before. It can happen again. So, I know. Would the defense have stopped Josh Allen? Probably not. It probably would have been a classic shootout where Joe Burrow throws 10 touchdowns, but his defense gave up 11, something like that. But Joe Burrow, why he's even on this list, and the fun, like, little, hey, look at this around, is his number one is a triple crown for receivers: leading receptions, leading touchdowns, leading yards, best receiver. In the NFL top 100, he better be top 10. But it's Jamar Chase, so he's not going to be top 10. Like, Justin Jefferson will be ranked over him. Tyreek Hill will be ranked over him. Amon-Ra St. Brown will be ranked over him. Even though he leads, again, receptions, touchdowns, and yards. There's a reason why it's a triple crown. You throw it all away, though, because it's a popularity contest. No one gives a shit about stats in that way. But that's why Joe Burrow is one of these guys up here. Because, yeah, there was just a split second for a little sliver there where October, November, he led all categories for the quarterbacks. He was statistically the best quarterback. And then that's when the switch and then transition of Joe Burrow being the best quarterback to Josh Allen. It was around there and in those months and weeks where, dude, Joe Burrow's playing the best freaking football of his career. His defense can't bail him out or shit. So, all right, Jared Goff, I would say the reason why he's on this list too, stat-wise, hell of a year. Number one team in the NFC, how much he's turned. Because I feel like this award has kind of been rolling over from previous seasons where just you're the number one quarterback for the number one team. You know what I mean? Where this nod, I would say, is kind of like the Dylan Gabriel nod, where it's like, you're the quarterback of the undefeated Oregon Ducks. Yeah, you're going to be a Heisman nominee. So that would be my drawn comparison, is Jared Goff's the quarterback of the number one Lions. Did playoffs go into effect of this voting? No, like a lot of this is regular season based. But, yeah, he had a good year. Sucks the way it ended. 5 turnovers. Oof. But, yeah, that's why I'd be, again, with, like, staying, okay, why I'd be okay with it. I'd be okay with Jared Goff winning it if, honestly, no, I wouldn't. I don't want him to win, but him simply being the QB that helped lead the Lions to their best record in franchise history, more than enough reason where, yep, let's give him a nomination. Who the hell knows with voting? Maybe he might make it, kind of thing. All right, and then lastly, Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens running back. I'm messing, I'm teasing. But why Lamar's on this list? Stats speak for themselves. He might not have the big flashy wins like how Josh did this year. I mean, his Christmas Day game where he tore apart the Texans. Him absolutely embarrassing the Steelers around like Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. He was one Isaiah Likely shoe away from beating the Chiefs in week 1. Or some other big games. Oh, when he wasn't quarterbacky enough, like halfway through the year, and then he threw for 5 touchdowns. Like, the dude had the most touchdowns, the most yards. Like, dude was kicking ass. And so it was an easy reason to throw him in here. I think what's going to hold him back from winning the MVP, though, and a lot of people are going to be like, no. They had the ballots already filled out. By the end of the season, playoff has no effect to it. Bullshit. That's what they want you to believe. But the winner of it was decided at like 10 o'clock on Sunday night after the Bills, after Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are embracing each other after the game. That is when Josh Allen won the MVP. Because they'll tell us, oh no, we already had it picked out. They knew. The voters, the Heisman Trust-esque thing of the MVP. Like they knew, okay, we're going to have Josh play Lamar potentially. Winner gets it. Like I guarantee you that's probably how they had it figured out. Because it is a regular season award, but a little bit of the playoffs go into it too. And how much more important would it be? Say Josh Allen goes into Kansas City and beats the Chiefs. That's even more reason for him to win the MVP. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to give Joe Burrow the MVP when Josh Allen beats the Broncos and Bo Nix, Lamar Jackson, the other MVP candidate, and then Mahomes, the back-to-back defending. Like, you see where I'm trying to make a candidacy and a reason as to why. Yes, the votes are kind of locked in, but like they make it a little bit before the Super Bowl. So now, if it was fan votes, they'd probably give it to maybe Saquon or Josh. It'd be one of these two. And A, B, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay, this is definitely alphabetical order because I was like, see, because they're already telling you what order they wanted it. No, but Lamar is probably going to be a close 2. Saquon's going to be 3 because, again, we don't. I think they're important, but we don't give a shit about running backs. All right, the AP Defensive Player of the Year. How do I get rid of this ad? Hold on. And whatever. Okay. Here we go. All right. So the AP Defensive Player of the Year: Zach Bond from the Philadelphia Eagles, the linebacker. Myles Garrett. It's going to Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett. It's going to Myles Garrett. This is easy choice. I don't even need to read. Well, TJ Watt. Dude, if TJ Watt might get chipped again. Dude, TJ Watt got hosed last year. I think he should have won Defensive Player of the Year last year. But look here. So we got Myles Garrett, Cleveland Browns defensive end. Trey Hendrickson, Cincinnati Bengals defensive end. I think guilty by association. This is why he won't win the Defensive Player of the Year. Because it's like, how the hell do you have statistically Joe Burrow's best season, Triple Crown winner, and a Defensive Player of the Year, and he didn't do shit that year? He's not winning it. And then Patrick Surtain, his stat-wise, like, yes, he has a solid case because, like, you see the one-on-one matchups. Like, someone broke it down. Him against Justin Jefferson, him against Tyreek Hill, him against, like, all the teams that the Broncos have played since he got drafted there. And, like, Amon-Ra, how much he's kept them in check. Pretty damn impressive, but again, like, the Broncos are one of those teams that are overlooked too. I think media eyes are a big key contributor to who might win this award, which is why I think it's either going to go to Mr. TJ Watt or it's going to be back-to-back for Myles Garrett. Which, did Myles Garrett... hold on, let me double check. I don't know if Myles Garrett won it last year or if... It may have been Micah Parsons. Hold on. 2024 NFL Defensive Player of the Year. 2020 winner. It was Myles Garrett. So it was Myles Garrett, who earned 14 votes to claim the honor. Runner-up was Patrick Surtain with 9 votes. TJ Watt received 2 votes. Get the fudge out of here. Look at this dog shit. Look at that dog shit. So the dude who... hold on. Sorry, let me scoot it over a little more. The dude who led all... like, the most important stats on defense. 2 votes. Okay. Again, guys, these are professional journalists. They know what the hell they're talking about. Yeah, okay. Give me a break. Let's go here to Lamar Jackson's top plays of the 2020. Dude, they already have the video up. How fun. So that's Defensive Player of the Year. Well, no, let's break down the stats. ESPN.com. No, let's look at the stats. Let's look at stats. Let's look at tackles. Let's look at sacks. Because I'm not going to... I'll be honest, I haven't kept up with defensive stats. Come on. You dumb. Go. It's not working for me. Here we go. Stats. Let's swing this thing over here real quick. All right. Actually, no. Come here. Okay, let's bring this back up. Okay, postseason stat. Offensive leaders. Okay, tackles. Jeremy Chin, Reed Blankenship, Bobby Wagner, Christian Rosenboom, and Alandon Roberts. Will Anderson Jr. leads sacks. My bad. This is postseason. I was about to go, what the hell? None of these guys are even... Okay, here we go. Okay, let's break it down. The plot thickens. Look how many more sacks he has than Myles Garrett. This is how big the mark... Because look at this. Right here. 2023 regular season. Where's Myles Garrett? All the way down here with 14. And they didn't give it to TJ. Stats don't mean shit. It's going to Myles Garrett. It's going to Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is going to be the back-to-back. Back-to-back. Yeah, that's bullshit. Who knows? I might be wrong. But again, with guilty by company, guilty by association, I made that joke where it's like, look at how shit your defense was. We're not giving it to you. I don't know. What about solo tackles? Who leads solo okay. None of these guys are even... Nope. Sacks. Okay, what about touchdowns? Andrew Van Ginkel with 2. One of them was against Aaron Rodgers. Okay, what about interceptions? Kirby Joseph and... See, look at this. Kirby Joseph isn't even up for nomination, and he has 9 interceptions. And then where's Patrick Surtain? Patrick Surtain, the other corner, he has 4. Kirby Joseph has 5 more than him. So it's like, what are we basing the stats off of? Tackles, impacts on games, sacks, tackles for loss, touchdowns. So, I mean, because we got to give a nod to Humphrey or CJ, Byron Murphy, Xavier, Kirby. Hell, even Jesse Bates. 4. All these guys are tied at 4, but like Patrick Surtain's 10th. Now let's look at sacks. Let's see how many sacks Patrick Surtain has. Tell me when. You know. Now again, corners don't get sacks as much. Safeties don't get sacks as much because look at all these leaders. DN, linebacker, DN, linebacker. You know, so are we doing total tackles? Because Zaire Franklin, Buda Baker, Robert Spillane, Roquan. So, I mean, again, where's PS2? I mean, hell, look at... I don't see Myles Garrett's name up here. Fred Warner, Bobby Wagner, they have more tackles. Hell, Devin Lloyd out of Utah has more tackles. So, Nick Bolton, Henry To'o, Logan Wilson has more tackles than Trey Hendrickson. So, NFL, if you can hear me, what are we basing our merits off of here for the defense? There, rant over. So, Zach Bond. Dude, I didn't even say Zach Bond's name. Like, get this list back over here. Where's Zach Bond? There he is. 151 tackles. Okay, how many sacks did he have? Okay, Zach Bond, where are you? Zach Bond. There's Zach Sealer. Where's the Eagles logo? Josh Sweat had more sacks, and they were on the same team. Nolan Smith Jr. had more sacks. They're on the same team. Show more. Come on, give me more. Bond. Yes, James Bond. Where the hell? Okay. Interceptions. Pass to flex. See, Patrick Surtain doesn't even have as many pass to flex as Denzel Ward, Derek Stingley, or Michael Jackson. Hi, I'm Michael Jackson. Try to make the... You know what it probably is? Okay, here's where Pat Surtain's on here. It's what I was saying earlier, where star on star. Here, let me show you. Patrick Surtain. Hold on. Patrick Surtain. Yep. Patrick Surtain. Stats versus starters. ranked among the top defensive back when compared to other starting quarter. No. I want to see the graphic. Hold on, let me scooch this over just to make sure nothing shady pops up on Google Images. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, okay, it was kind of a collective of all of these where Jerry Jeudy versus Patrick Surtain. Targets 3, only 2 catches. How many yards? 20. Receiving touchdowns 0. Versus Garrett Wilson. Targets 4, receptions 1, touchdowns 0. But he did get an interception off of him. It's those kind of like shut down corner stats, which again, stats are objective. I'm over here ranting, being like, but he doesn't even compare. But it's the game within the game. It's the game within the game of the qualification of criteria of why Patrick Surtain was here. Because if they're measuring, you want your corners on this list, let's see who has the most interceptions. Drumroll, Kirby Joseph. Kirby Joseph doesn't have shutdown stats like these. Like, Kirby Joseph gives up a hell of a lot of touchdowns. Case in point, the Commanders game the other day. So it makes sense, but it's also like, okay, what are we basing everything off of? Okay, offensive player of the year, no shock here. Saquon, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry, or Lamar Jackson. Ooh. This is a tough one. And the reason why I say it's a tough one is because Saquon's walking away with hardware. Saquon did not play this whole season to not walk away with hardware. Damn, that is a good... Because, again, there's a reason why Lamar could be the MVP. Same reason to Offensive Player of the Year. Derrick Henry had a hell of a year, so it's like triple crown. Shit. Okay. I don't think they're going to give it to Joe Burrow. This is going to be a non-QB, so Joe, Lamar, you're out. It's not going to Derrick Henry. Because out of the running backs, Saquon was better this season. I mean, he had more of an impact because valuable player. You take Derrick Henry off the Ravens. I mean, case in point, they still went to the AFC Championship last year. So it's not that the Ravens didn't need Derrick Henry this year, but just in addition to Derrick Henry, it just made that team that much better. Took them a little bit of a level above. Saquon or Jamar? Gosh, because it's like, do you give it to the heart and soul of the Eagles, or do you give it to a Triple Crown winner? Damn, that's a tough... I have no freaking clue. I have no freaking clue who they're going to give this to. I'd probably say... Because if the Eagles can get it done against Washington, you're going to give it to a dude who sat at home and didn't even go to the playoffs? Shit, I don't know. If I were to vote for someone, I'd give it to Saquon, though. I'd give it... And that's no disrespect to Jamar Chase. It'd be just because you take Jamar off the Bengals, they'd be a lot worse, but not as worse as the Eagles without Barkley, man. Okay, AP Offensive Rookie of the Year. Easy, it's going to Jaden Daniels. It was Jaden Daniels, then it was Bo Nix. Because it went woo, woo, but then it skyrocketed back up, and especially cementing the award with this playoff run. Because you're going to give the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Because, I mean, where's Thad McConkey? You got to have Thad McConkey up here, too. If I'm being totally honest. Because it's like, so you're going to have your Brock Bowers guy up here. You're going to have Malik Neighbors. You're going to have Brian Thompson Jr. Where's the fourth rookie who also got 1,000 yards? Where's Ladd McConkey? I mean, we were talking about Bo Nix, but we weren't talking about Bo Nix till halfway through the year. We were talking about Jaden Daniels since day one after he beat the Bengals on Monday Night Football. So, where do you put? Just for fun. Well, look, 5. Hold on, 5. Okay, it's 5. They gotta cut it at 5. So it's like, sorry, Lad McConkey, we already have our two, our two hard worker, first one in, first one out kind of guys on this list. If you could read between the lines, it's not going to Brock Bowers. It's going to Jaden Daniels, and deservingly so. He's freaking turned around Washington in just 1 week. Not 1 week, 1 year. Do I have high hopes for Washington? No. I mean, we'll just see. I mean, we'll see if there is ever a label that, because we can't throw labels on Jaden Daniels because of how young his career is. We've already thrown labels on Lamar because of all of his playoff record. We've thrown stuff on Jared Goff because, like, he hasn't earned, and that's a weird word to use in this kind of context, but, like, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. We have no clue how he'll perform in the NFC Championship. And if he makes it to the Super Bowl, we have no clue how he'll perform in the Super Bowl. We don't know what it's going to be like after his offensive coordinator leaves, and he has to have another offensive coordinator, because look at Mahomes. And let's use Mahomes as a prime example here. Because a lot of quarterbacks talk about, and a lot of the greats, like Manning and Brady, is they talk about the problem with young quarterbacks is they're expected to be so successful right from the get-go. They're supposed to be who they were in college, and they're not. They're thrown into the fire, and then their coach, if their coach doesn't win X amount of games, they're fired after 1 year or 2 years. Look at Gerard Mayo for the Patriots. He didn't even get to develop. With Drake May, and he's already out of the building. So, new coach, new coordinator, 2 for 2, already running 1 a year. Drake May might have. No, not Drake May. Not Bryce Young. Okay, I'd compare Bryce Young to Baker Mayfield in that sense of, hey, your first 5 years in the league, 4 years in the league, if you even make it that far, you're going to have a different coach and different coordinator every single year. So, with Mahomes, like, he was really good with Eric Bieniemy, and the second he left, look at how much production the Chiefs offense. So, I mean, that's where we'll really grasp on how good Jaden Daniels is after they fired Dan Quinn, because he blew another 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl to the Bills, or some just bullshit like that. You see what I mean? So, because, I mean, Josh Allen, I think Josh Allen will play a lot different, because, he's right here. That's why I'm thinking of him. Because Josh Allen might play a hell of a lot different if his coordinator changed, or Sean McDonough's not the coach anymore. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, who we got? AP defensive rook. All right, which rook? Look at this. Eagles, Rams, Dolphins. It's not going to be Chop Robinson. It's going to be Brandon Fisk, Cooper DeJean, or Jared Verse. You want some white cornerback? Let's break it down. Let's look at the stats. Where's my stats? I must have exited out of it. Okay, let's break it down. ESPN. Where? Oh, hold on. Let me scooch it over. Okay. No, shit. Sorry, I hit the wrong thing. Defensive leaders, complete leaders. Can I differentiate postseason, regular season? I want to do I want to base it off of who are our nominees? Oh, Fisk, Verse, and Cooper DeJean. Okay, Fisk, Verse. Let me scoot it over just a little bit. There we go. Okay, Fisk. Ooh. Yikes. Not in the top 50. Not in the top 50 when it comes to sacks. What about total tackles? Again, we're looking for Fisk. We're looking for Verse or Cooper DeJean. Yikes. Where are they? Okay, so it's not sacks. It's not tackles. Interceptions? Nope. Well, okay, let's do it this way. Jared Verse. Stats. Okay, so combined tackles, 66. Oh, hold on, let me move it back over. Okay, combined tackles, because you can see touchdowns. Yes, you can see touchdowns. Okay, combined tackles, 66. Assisted, 30. 4.5 sacks. And none of that. Okay, so that's Jared Verse. Rams, Fisk. I don't know his first name. Braden. Okay, Braden Fisk. 44, 24. More sacks, less tackles, but more sacks. Okay. And then Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean is not a safety. Combined 51. So no one. Okay, so it's not going to be Cooper DeJean. So it's going to be out of Fisk. So again, 44 tackles, 24 assist tackles, 8.5 sacks, or 66 tackles, 4.5. Ooh, because it's who was more all my Rams fans in the chat, who was more valuable, And I think that's what's gonna come down to is insiders and people who watch the league in and out and in and out and in and out. They'll know, oh, Jared Verse was better. Yeah, Braden had more sacks, but Jared Verse was better. So I don't know, or they'll say vice versa. Because look at this game. Look at this game versus Seattle. He had 1 sack. So it's meh, you had a bad game in that game, meh. But then you go and totally redeem yourself, with the other Seahawk game or the Vikings game, so. Oh, was Jared Verse was the one face mask, wasn't he? Face mask. Was he the one? Oh, it was Byron Young. It was Byron Young who got the face mask on Sam Darnold. Okay. All right, let me close out of this. Okay. It's going to Fisk. Okay, AP Comeback Player of the Year, Joe Burrow, Sam Darnold, Jake. Well, considering that Rodgers isn't up here, damn, that's sad. Oh hell, yeah, Rodgers. Yeah, Rodgers is nowhere near. And you know why? Probably just because of the record, but also off the field controversy. I didn't say that out loud though. It's going to Joe Burrow. Well, because Joe Burrow got injured last season, it could go to Sam Darnold because technically comeback he did pull a Joe Flacco last year where he rejuvenated his career and bought himself 2 more years in the league. So I don't know, J.K. Dobbins, no. Christian Gonzalez, no. DeMar Hamlin, no. Because DeMar Hamlin was nominated to win Comeback Player of the Year last year too, and so no. AP Coach of the Year, Dan Campbell, no. Kevin O'Connell, no. Sean Payton, no. Dan Quinn, probably. It's probably going to be Dan Quinn. Or, because Andy Reid, no. Because, the teams that expect success, these guys, it's we don't care. oh, you were both the number one teams. Nah, we don't give a shit. You can't coach as good as these other guys who are, hot off the press. Kevin O'Connell, Sean Payton, or Dan Quinn. It's going to be Dan Quinn, and here's why. The fact that he's gotten this far with a rookie quarterback. That simple as that. Next, AP Assistant Coach of the Year. Oh, gosh. Where is he? Ben Johnson, Detroit Lions. Easy. Next, because it's going to be him or him. Because Brian Flores, give me a break. Vic Fangio, give me a break. Joe Brady, give me a break. It's gonna be someone from Detroit because of how historically well and like the franchise setting season it was, and because, which is funny, both of them are coaches at their other places, which I haven't even talked about it. Ben Johnson's going to the Bears and Aaron Glenn's going to the Jets. Do I think they'll have instant success? Hell to the no. The coach that I think have more success probably out the gate, I'd probably give to Aaron Glenn, just because, let's look at the quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers or Caleb Williams, who's better? Now, there are a lot of people who in the chat would probably be like, they're bullshit, it doesn't matter. But Rodgers is better, so I don't know. All right. The NFL Honors is hosted by Snoop D-O-double-G. Will also feature an announcement of the prestigious Walter Payton Man of the Year Award as presented, on Thursday, February 6th. Blah, 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 blah. Local blackout restrictions may apply. See store for details. Battery not included. Each holds separately. So that's going to be that. So yeah, MVP Josh Allen, Defensive Player of the Year. I personally would give it to probably TJ Watt or Patrick Surtain. If we're talking sacks, you got to give it to Hendrickson. But it's probably going to go to Myles Garrett. AP Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. That's my pick. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Braden Fisk. Comeback Player of the Year, I'd have given it to Aaron Rodgers, but that's just me. He ain't going to get it. I'm giving it to Joe Burrow. AP Coach of the Year, I would give it to Dan Campbell, just because of what he's done, but it's probably going to go to Dan Quinn. Because look at this, like Andy Reid's on the cusp of getting a 3-peat, and I'm just like, who gives a shit? And I overlook it. See, I'm just like everybody else, like, we're just disrespecting Big Red because it's like you're expected to win, you're expected to be a winner. And then AP Assistant, I would have given it to one of these two guys too from DC. I read DC from Detroit, so. That's just me. You know what? Assistant Coach of the Year, I'd give it to Aaron Glenn, because here's why. Here's the difference between him and Ben Johnson. What he had to do with less. There was one point in the season, 16 guys on IR and 12 of them were on the defense, and he still had to week in, week out, get 11 guys together and go win a ball game. And they won 15. They went 15-2 this season, I think. So I would give it to Ben Johnson. All right, so let me close out of this display capture. Close out of that. Close out of that. Come on. Okay, all right. I'm going to open up the chat here real quick. And then we're going to read the chat. And then we're going to end. We're going to end this stream. Let me move that camera over. Okay, sweet. Where's my... I think I lost a hold of it. Where is it? Let's go back to go live. There we go. Sweet. All right, from Niall. Here we go. What do you have gratitude for today, brother? Probably, I have gratitude on Oh, good question. This one's personal. This isn't even like sports related. Okay, let me get to a. We'll just start the track over. Um, all right. But gratitude. What do I have gratitude today? Probably keeping patience at work. Um, because man, trying to work. That's one thing, but trying to also coach, trying to like not lose my shit when you want to lose your shit, because again, you don't want to crush these spirits of athletes and be like, you Coach G, you're the reason why I quit. I never picked up a football again. No, like I would hate to have that label for the rest of my life. But just yeah, like no, seriously, it's kind of funny that you brought that up now, because there was a lot of things where I had a thought. I'm gonna get religious here, where like I thought about like how has God impacted where we're at in life and stuff. Like how does God impact like your day to day at work? Like how is His hand involved in your work and what you're doing, whether outside of work, career wise? Because I have a job, but it's a job. It's not a career. I'd consider this little YouTube thing a career, even though I ain't making shit off of it. But just like little things like that. So I would patience. I'm grateful and I have gratitude for patience today. From we have a good heartfelt moment, and then we gotta cut it off with Stasio 42. Shave armpits live? Question mark. No, sir. Which I wanted to actually do a stream where we shave the cat, because we have to give the cat a haircut, and the cat did not want to cooperate yesterday. Dude, look at this freaking face, dude. Look at how pissed he freaking is, because we had to shave him. Look at him. He is super pissed, super duper. One more time for the chat. So that's a cat. We had to shave him. Like as you guys can see, so he had long hair, but because he kept moving and wanted to squirm, like his hair is a little choppy. We'll get it fixed. It'll be a 2-3 process day, dude. He looks like a freaking boiled chicken. It's so fun. Like to try to get his belly, we had to pin his arms up and stuff, and then I had to just kind of slowly just on his belly, because nobody was touching his belly. So his belly still needs to be shaved. But I wanted to do that video, but my gosh, we sat there for a handful of hours just because his hair is so long, and he was so squirmy. So he's a good cat. He's a good fat cat. All right, back to it. Here we go. Benjamin, I'm thinking about shortening something tonight. What do you think? Any advice? What are we shortening? That's all I have to say. From Tyler, strawberries or hot dogs? Well, if this is an SUL joke, strawberries, of course. But if this is like a food of choice, dude, I'm going hot dog, man. Give me a Costco hot dog. I don't like strawberries. From Fred Red 50. Ooh, so back a little ways away in the stream. The Coyotes owner were total jerk-offs. The name will either be Mountaineers. Hell, I'd be okay with Mountaineers, because the Rocky Mountains. Hold on, as it's coming to me. What's the problem with calling your NHL team the Rockies? I know there's a baseball team called the Rockies, but like, again, you use the glacier blue and purple and call yourself the Rockies. The Utah Rockies. I see no problem with that. Or Utah Pioneers. Yeah, no, definitely. Here we go. What breed of horse do I ride? Dude, I'm too freaking big to ride a horse for one. I'd have to probably be a Budweiser Clydesdale type horse because those boys are big, and I'm a big guy. I'm 6'7". So you're trying to put like a LeBron James. Now, granted, I probably have 70 pounds on LeBron, but you're trying to put someone Nikola Jokic. I'm probably 5-6 inches shorter than Nikola Jokic because isn't he like 7 feet tall? Just imagine Nikola Jokic on a horse. Whatever horse, go look on Google. Whatever horse Nikola Jokic has that he can sit on and ride around, that's probably the type of horse that I'd need. Like I'd need a big ass horse. You know a lot about sports. Thank you, thank you. Did you ever play any sports? Oh hell yeah! I played baseball. I played soccer. I played soccer until my own father, who was the coach, cut me because I was so not interested in soccer because soccer's low key boring when you're a kid, especially if you're playing defense. Which you're either the really fast kid who gets to play offense, or you're the slow, unathletic kid who plays defense. And I just so happened to be the goalie. So, soccer was really boring. I never played it past third grade, second grade. So, but I played soccer. I played baseball. Never got to play hockey, which I really wish I got to play hockey. That would have been really fun. Hockey's not too big in Utah. It's getting bigger now. Same with lacrosse. Never got the chance to play lacrosse. Swimming and athletic sports like that aren't real sports. Not messing. I did wrestling. I did football. I did basketball. I did like all these other fun hunter sports like archery and gun. No, track and field. I did shot put and discus. I was all right. I couldn't throw a javelin to save my life, which was why my own neighbor had to cut me from the track and field team. But it's because I dorked around too much at track and field practice. Any other sports? Gaming. I know e-gaming's not a sport, but yeah. But football is the number one sport in my heart, and it'll always be. Okay. From Lakin, grasshopper, submarine. Like grasshopper or submarine? Because if I have to pick between one, I'm picking a grasshopper because I'm going nowhere near the water. Never getting in a submarine. There's too many. Look how many stories we have of submarines and water and how they don't mix. So, taking the grasshopper. All right, y'all. Chat, do you have any more sports questions for me to answer? I didn't have a poll today. We didn't have a poll like, oh, who should win the. Okay, we're all good. We're all good there. Okay, all right, people. Let me get things queued up here. Let's close out of that. Let's close out of that. Let me check the chat one more time. Okay, we're good. All right. Well, we are people on my shorts end. I'm gonna leave you off here. This was fun. Dude, we're doing good. We are doing good. But I'm getting off now. Stream's over. We did our sports chit chat. But we're doing good, man. We're doing good. Thanks for hopping in at the end. Okay. But shorts end. We'll catch you later. Sweet. All right. Now to my horizontal side. Pause. Shit. Hey yo. Because I can't just end the stream. Boom, you're done. Boom, you're done. Like I can't just end it all at once. Like I have to get rid of the short side first, and then we go to the horizontal stream. Okay, so that's good. That's already finished up. Okay, all right, people on the because now so I got out of it on YouTube, but now I got to go over here to OBS and click that off. Okay, to my people on the to the horizontal side. The Penguins versus Anaheim game. Anaheim scored another goal. I don't know when, because right now the score is 3-1. The Capitals. I want to see if the Capitals, because it's 10 o'clock. I'm not gonna stay up for another hour for all these West Coast games to get over. So it's 3-1 there. Plus, here's another fun thing: is my horizontal side stream. They'll always get like a little extra, like a little nugget here, a little nugget there, like just a little bit more. Like for example, it's 2-0. Capitals versus Kraken. So then you guys get to see a little bit more where it's like I might have the greatest sports take right now here in these next 40 seconds, but it's like shorts end, they'll never know because they're on the shorts end. Ooh, dude, Tom Wilson just checked the shit out of that dude into the board. Tom Wilson is a dirty, dirty player. Like, I know hockey is rough and tough and physical, but I've watched a lot of hockey to know that Tom Wilson, Brad Marchand, like, there's some scumbags of the league. And they know who they are. Damn right they know who they are. But, anything else? Oh, more bonus, fun stuff. I watched the film Nosferatu again, and it's just as awkward the second time, because it's like, what the is this movie even about? Like, it's about Orlok, but it's like, oh, I crave for your body. And the longer the movie goes, wow, I actually nailed that impression. But the longer the movie goes, the less scary it gets. And then the scene again where, what's his face? You know, Mr. Husband. Like, shit, the scene of, like, Orlok, Skarsgård bumping and grinding up on top of him, gyrating when he's, like, bites him the first time. It's like, the hell am I watching? First, I had to see your prosthetic. You know, it was Shadow, you know. But, like, that movie is so fetching weird. It's so weird. It's so bad it's good, but it's so good it's bad. Like, it's either the worst best movie or the best worst movie, because it's gonna take home some coin. It's gonna, I don't know how it did in the box office. I don't give a shit how it did in the box office, because it doesn't matter. Those kind of directors, those kind of studios will still keep making those type of movies, but it's gonna get nominated. Like, I have a feeling Lily Rose Depp or Cynthia from Wicked, or she was the Substance, that actress, I don't remember her name off the top of my head. One of those three is going to win female in a lead role. Supporting actress, no freaking clue. I'll have to look again. But yeah, Nosferatu, Wicked. You know, it honestly might be Ariana Grande, because Wicked's going to take home a lot of hardware. Deadpool versus Wolverine. Deadpool Wolverine, I think, could take home hardware and like score, because it's like it had a good, because there's one for soundtrack, there's one for like, hey, licensed music was perfect in this, and then there's one for the score where it's like your John Williams type music where it's just instrumental instruments versus, hey, look at this fun, hey, you threw an 80s song that everybody knows in there, because I think there's one for each. And if there's not, there should be. Because it's like, you can't compare, for example, Dune Part 2. You can't compare Dune Part 2's score and soundtrack to Deadpool versus Wolverines. Because we're looking at a comedy superhero movie versus an action sci-fi. Like, they're on two totally different stratospheres. Like, there's no licensed music. There's no Madonna in Dune Part 2. So you can't compare it. And then Dune Part 2. Dune Part 2 is going to walk away with a shitload of hardware. Timothy Chalamet, if he doesn't win it for Dune, he'll win it for the Bob Hart. Complete unknown. Yeah, is it Bob Hart? Bob Dylan. But no. Dude, I don't know. But he'll probably win Best Actor. And if not him, the dude from Nosferatu. I know him as Beast from the X-Men movies, and I think he's in Warm Bodies. Yeah. That dude. But shit. So yeah, it's 2-0. Seattle versus Washington. There's 13 minutes to go in the game. Let's see if Ovi has a goal in this game. I think Ovi's now to... I think he's 20 away now. Fourth quarter, wow. Warriors are blowing out the Bulls. Lakers are blowing out the Celtics. 99-78. Oh. Anaheim just scored against the Penguins. Now it's 4-1. Shocker. Shocker. My team playing like dog shit when I watch and when I don't watch. Shocker. Who had the goal? Who had the goal? So Frank and Protas had the goals for the Capitals. Alex Ovechkin, he only has 2 shots on goal this whole game. As we wind in closer to the record for him. And here's what's fun about hockey is, so he only has 2 shots on goal in this game. But like what's fun is, is it going to happen? No, there's 12 minutes left in this game. But like the money line and the odds are like pushed back a little more after this game, where it's like, oh, he didn't get any goals, so we got to push it back. He could have a hat trick here. And all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, hold on, we're cooking. So any given day. Well, damn. This comment section is, ooh-wee. It's adorable, but damn, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. This little kid, it's like, how do you keep a baby quiet? And then it's like this, mom shares a colorful travel hack to keep toddlers quiet on flights. And the kid had a Sharpie marker, like little marker, drew all over the side of the plane. In the inside, like under the window and stuff where they sat. And it's like, that's one way to keep them quiet. And everybody's saying stuff. Well, okay. Well, what the hell happened to this dude's face? It sucks how we had to play that loaded Ohio State team while Georgia and Michigan played Washington and TCU. When Notre Dame realizes they were the Washington and TCU team. Yeah, dude, TCU had no freaking reason to be in the national championship against Georgia. They earned the spot to get there because they beat Michigan, but like, yeah, they had no business being there. Just like how Notre Dame had no business being there against Alabama, because like they just were not the better team. And also, Washington was damn good last year. They just didn't show up in the Natty when it mattered most. Oh jeez. Dude, what the hell is in my feed, man? So much random shit. Like, I don't want to... Like, one of this is... It's a kid playing a guitar in the kitchen. And it's, like, in the studio. Okay, what do we got here? Ooh, Mark Andrews shares emotional message on Instagram. Here we go. This is okay. I'll end with this. Um, haven't proofread this. I'll just read it straight up from Mark Andrews. It's impossible to adequately express how I feel. I'm absolutely gutted by what happened on Sunday. I'm devastated for my teammates, my coaches, and Ravens fans. I pour every ounce of my being into playing at the highest level possible because I love my team and the game of football like nothing else. That is why it's taken me until now to collect my thoughts and address this publicly. Yeah, dude's had four dropped passes his entire career. The dude's been playing football in the NFL since 2019, and two of them happened in this game alone. And he's never fumbled for the first time. Like, it was a career worst day for Mark Andrews. People don't give a shit. They're gonna write him off. Oh, he's a fraud. Oh, he's a clearly you haven't been watching football, because dude, Mark Andrews is so freaking good. He is so good. Just a bad day, bad game. Because it's like the amount of outrage I feel like has been louder with Mark Andrews than Zay Flowers last year. And it's like, dude, Zay Flowers fumbled it on the 1 yard line. Which, again, both situations fetching suck. Like, you're the reason why, Chiefs went to the Super Bowl. You couldn't stop him. You couldn't beat it. So, I mean, it's so funny to see how quickly you're either the hero or the villain. So, all right, back to it. To collect my thoughts and address this publicly. Even though the shock and disappointment are unlike anything I felt before, I refuse to let the situation define me. I promise that this adversity will only make me stronger and fuel us as we move forward. I thank everyone who has shown me and our team genuine support these past several days. Despite the negativity, I've seen heartfelt love and encouragement, including those from who I have generously donated to the Breakthrough Touchdown organization. Even when the moment T1D organization, even when the moment seems darkest, perspective can reveal that there's still a lot of light in this world. I'm now going to do my part to bounce back and contribute to it. Hashtag God bless. Good statement, man. It's just tough day, man. Like, Mahomes probably felt that after he lost to Brady in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen and the whole Bills organization probably felt like shit after they lost to Joe Burrow in the 23 playoffs. I mean, Tyler Bass probably felt like shit after he missed the kick against Kansas City. Like, it was just a bad shit circumstance and stuff. And then, gosh, Bradbury, you're the reason, not you, it's the refs who threw the frickin' flag. He's the reason why the Chiefs got a PI in Super Bowl 57. So it's like, I bet he feels like freaking shit. So, yeah. All right, we're going to end the stream there because there's about 9 minutes left. It is 10:20. I want to get to bed before midnight. Friday tomorrow. We're probably going to do a gaming stream. I'm probably going to edit up some stuff. There is going to be a short tomorrow. I would show you, but I don't want to get copyright claimed for it because the song that I'm using is copyright claimed. But if I put it in a short and put the audio track over it, it's apparently free use all of a sudden, which whatever. But the hint is, how there's the trend of like old NFL players with that song Scott Pilgrim versus My GPA by Mom Jeans. I'm doing an edit of that with Clay Matthews because damn, I miss some Clay. And just who the Packers were in general. Because I've been thinking of after the two edits that I've made of Josh Allen versus Lamar, Chiefs versus Bills. Like, I'm thinking, like, I want to try to post a short every other day or something of either a song I'm listening to or, like, what's trendy at the time. And that's the big one right now is, like, old players that we used to watch, like AB, Todd Gurley. So, yeah. And if there's any other trends that are coming up, the ones where, like, it just shows like a square image, or someone's interviewing someone and then they start to just go on a little rant and it's a square image. And it's like or something like that. Like I want to make one of those for fun, but I don't know how to put a graphic of like rounding the edges when I crop a video. But yeah, like that's the goal. Like every other day or something, post a short. I gotta figure out when like that lukewarm middle to post the short though is, because it's like I posted at midnight or 1 o'clock, it's gonna get like 40 views if that. But it's like I posted around 8 o'clock and it gets like 200 views in 10 minutes. So I gotta find out what that sweet spot to post it's at, because my algorithm is all over the freaking place. Like 3 streams ago, I had 11,000 views. Fast forward just 2-3 streams, and it's like we're back to our regularly scheduled program. So it just depends. All right, but I'm gonna get out of here. Friday's tomorrow, probably a game stream. We'll just see. Let me see how many gigabytes I got. Ooh, free up space. I got free up space. I only have 10 gigabytes left. Because a lot of the gaming streams that I do are hinging upon cutting, editing what I do, like in my sports talks beforehand, like getting that cut, posted off my computer, just kind of keep the cycle moving. Because it's like, well, did you edit your last gameplay? Did you edit? You know how it is. So, anyways, all right, people. Once again, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you watched, please come back again. Hit that like button so you know where to come back to. Hit that sub button. We have reached. What's our number? Let's look at our number. We are at 906. We've reached 906 subs, which is damn impressive. We're about 100 away. We're about 100 away from reaching 1,000. That's the big goal right now. That's the big channel goal, is to have 1,000. And I want to get to, and I'm not gonna lie, I think Monday ruined my algorithm. And if you'll look at the emojis that were used and the context of what was going on Monday, I think that's what's shafted my algorithm. Because every single time something has happened like that, POLIT, every single time I've tried to do something like that, instantly I'm shadow banned. Like I do not know what it is. Maybe people aren't getting on YouTube that day or something. Like it could seriously be as serious as that. But like the fact that I get rated by Tom Grossi, my next stream has this many, then my next stream has this many, then my next stream has that many, and then so let's bring this down. We're about to hear, we're still getting more many, and then I do that. The gaming stream where I'm just looking at NFL, our gaming stream goes to about here, where we get like 2,000 views for just playing Mario Kart, and then I do just digging around. We're looking at memes, and 11th, like skyrocket. Like if you look at my stats, like it just freaking skyrockets through the roof. But then we go back to a stream where it's like, hey, it's Monday. Let's talk about, what's going on. We'll play Mario Kart while we're watching the news. Back down to ground zero. So it is what it is. Because I was averaging in that span. Here, I'll read it off. I don't care. You guys can know the numbers. Top content. Let's go based off of subs. So the divisional game between Washington and Detroit, I got 35 subs alone in that. Like that was my biggest stream. And then the Mario Kart stream, I got 29. The Grossi rate, I got 28. Looking at just memes, 25. Fourth quarter of, I don't know what game that is. That got 18. Vikings Rams, I got 10. Eagles Rams, I got 10. Notre Dame versus Penn State, I got 9. So it's like we've been legit growing. Like 35 piece, 29 piece, 20. Like I'm listing this stats, stats like the NBA where it's like, ooh, we got 30, 20, 20, 29, 28, But yeah, man, we've just like look at just the dip off the. So It's aight. It's aight. We good. We good. And the 365, dude, it's just freaking skyrocketed. So that's good. We're moving. We're moving, people. We're moving things. Business is booming. So again, I thank you guys for watching. This has been fun. Fun to just talk a little bit of ball. Shit about some things. Whine and complain, because hell, we complained about hockey, football, criterion stuff. I told you I'd rant a little bit, but that's just how we run things around here. Once again, I thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next stream. Oh, what the hell? Again, there's a camera over there. I totally forgot there's a camera over there. Okay, so then watch this. Ready? Because I cut the first one. Peace.